Hey, what's up, guys? Jake, you're getting back some Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm apparently going to show my poem to someone, but I don't really remember who anyone is. Natsuki's that small girl, right? Let's go with her. You know, I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday, so it would be rude not to talk to her, right? It's probably only fair if I share mine with her first. That makes sense.
Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like.
First of all, okay, I didn't realize she was gonna be a rude boy about this. Natsuki rereads my poem.
Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
Bitch, then what's the point of doing this in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, do you remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? I know you're gonna be a rude boy? That's what I had in mind when I wrote this. I wanted to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Do we not get to hear what I wrote? I worked really hard on it. Like Monica said.
Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad.
Oh, stop that.
You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, huh, well, it's not great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and you ruined it. I hope you're happy.
I am. She said it was good. Yay. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it?
Ugh.
Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat.
So, you just don't understand anything, do you? I already told you. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important.
Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. Can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she likes my poem. I mean, in any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Ugh, fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it.
That was fucking poetic. I loved that. Hang this on the fridge. That was amazing.
Yeah. I told you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. It was really good. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Because you're a well-known animal hater, and that poem was all about animals.
Well, because everyone in high school thinks writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But, I mean, isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly! I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem.
Yeah, who knew monkeys could climb?
Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I got that.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Write that down in your notebook. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I mean, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is. But if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. You know, based on how young she looks, maybe we should care about how old she is. I feel like that could lead us into... Oh, God, we're gonna show everyone. Okay, wasn't ready for that kind of pressure. I think Yuri's the sad girl, right?
It is the sad girl.
Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine, dude. Don't force yourself. You want to just read it for 5 hours, go for it.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay, it's fucking garbage. This is your first time writing a poem, isn't it?
Yeah, is it that obvious? Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure because it's fucking garbage. I guessed it might be after reading through it.
Ah, so it's that bad.
No, not that. Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. For instance, writing absolute fucking garbage. And having been through that myself, I kinda picked up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Oh no, anything but that. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, she sounds like an expert, probably because she is an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though.
Biased? What do you mean? How so?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine, I don't care, this conversation's stupid. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Oh, please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Bitch, this is literature club, what else do you do here? Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Thank you, I know, right? Oh god, she's all fancy.
Ghost under the light, the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back.
Wow, that was actually pretty fucking good.
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
Fuck you! Your handwriting is like a gift from God. Fuck you. What? I wasn't thinking that at all?
But it took you a really long time to read.
Oh, that's because I suck at reading. Well, I don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's very pretty.
Huh? That's a relief.
Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short, was it? I usually write longer poems.
No, not at all, dude.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose, because, you know, you're so fucking stupid.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Oh, I'd fuck 5 ghosts. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Butts Guy.
Really? I must have totally missed the point because I'm a fucking idiot.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work.
Oh my god, she's a ghost! We cracked it, boys! They usually do— oh, that's not her voice at all.
They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of a poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
Oh, it's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. Who knows? Anything could happen. I guess I'll just have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Who should I show my poem to next? Sayori! Fuck you, Monica.
This is a good poem, Buttsky. Are you sure it's your first time?
Oh, I get that a lot. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, yeah, I'm sure I didn't accidentally write a poem earlier. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would write poems in his spare time? I don't fucking know, maybe.
I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm just really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the classroom. I mean, yeah, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like you said before, Buttsky. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people? That's something only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay?
Okay, let's tap the brakes on that one.
That'll be my way of thanking you.
Okay, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Okay, let's say the creepiest thing possible.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
I mean, I guess we'll see about that.
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, make me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad.
I want breakfast. Fucking amazing. I love it. Sayori, this is just a guess, but, did you wait until this morning to write this?
No! Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. She can, she did, don't tell her how to live her life.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, I mean, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean! I still tried my best.
Oh, yeah, sure, I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or, how should I put this? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast! Yay!
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast.
Thank you! Someone finally gets it! Breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best. I mean, she's okay.
Yeah, sure.
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I mean, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? Oh, decisions. Monica, how's that sound?
Hi, Buttsky. Having a good time so far?
Yeah?
Good, I'm glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Always. Always. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
I mean, it's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Buttsky. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of behavior that we're all gonna learn to get past soon.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Or it's not. I hand Monica my poem.
I like it, Buttsky.
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Thanks, I get that a lot. Oh, Jesus.
No! It kind of makes me think of something that Suki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment, winky face.
Okay. I mean, if you say so, my dude.
Yeah? By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein?
Of course, I've been to elementary school. Everyone reads Shel Silverstein. Huh? I mean, maybe a long time ago. Yeah, in elementary school.
He's famous for telling all sorts of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anyone.
I see. So you're saying that Suki's kind of like that?
Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert because she's like 5 years old, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it'd be your kind of poem to explore.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay! I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kind of styles, but I'll always hope you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way anyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything.
What the fuck is happening?
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who sounds to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident, don't I? That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then.
Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the sparkle protrudes. Ooh, protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No! I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in.
That was dank. That was pretty good. As they say, you don't stare into the abyss, or the abyss looks at you, or something. I fucking nailed that quote.
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one? She looked at a hole.
Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say I have some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany? Yeah, she looked at a hole.
Yeah, I mean, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes, when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Bye.
What the fuck? Is she signing off? What's happening? Whew. I guess that's everyone. Banging job. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. Everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Actually, everyone was super supportive, if you'll remember. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Huh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Oh, thanks. Yours is, cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that even be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
What? You mean you have to try that hard to come with something nice to say? Bitch. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
Ugh. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Buttsky did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions on my own. First of all,
excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet, because your poem's fucking trash.
Ugh!
And Buttsky liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up. This doesn't go well.
Oh! I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
What? That's not what you were just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Butts guy appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Butt Sky started showing up.
Natsuki!
Natsuki, don't you think that's like a little... This doesn't involve you!
I don't like
Fighting, guys! Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there.
But Butts guy, she's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Butts guy.
Well, wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Butts guy?
So I didn't want all this attention.
Well,
How did I get dragged in this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Oh, fuck. Oh, God, send help. Okay. Before I ruin everything, I'm just gonna save and end this video right here. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you liked that, don't forget to like and subscribe. And be sure to tune next week to find out whose poem's better or something. I'll see you guys then.